This is a brief video to explain how to set up text message reminders for appointments, particularly for PCN hub units. If your PCN provides the hub appointments from different locations, the first thing you need to do is make sure all your rotors are set at the correct location. To do that, you're going to first need to set up branches. So go to Staff and Organisation Setup, pick branches and add a new branch. And you need to do this for each location where you'll be providing appointments from. You can leave those unticked, doesn't really matter. Contact details are important though, because that is what will go in the reminder messages. And you want to set that to your practice number so that if a patient has got an appointment in your practice, if they phone up that number, you can then cancel it should you need to. When you've set those in your rotors, you need to amend both the ones that are already rolled out and pick the site location. Once you've got the branches, they'll be added on, and you do the same thing for your rotor templates. The next part of the setup is identifying one PC in your PCN that can be always logged into the hub unit. On that PC, you go to System PC Settings, come to the SMS messages section, click that you want to send it from the PC each day, set a time, perhaps late morning can be best. Obviously it needs to be when the practices are open for patients to call. Click Send SMS Reminders. One day before is what it defaults to and seems to make sense. Normally I would say restrict to surgery days, but because it's a PCN unit, the surgery days are likely to be include Saturday to Sunday. So if you had that ticked in a practice, normally that would mean reminders for Monday's appointments would be sent on a Friday. That's not going to work in this case. So you might get reminders for Monday's appointments going out on the Sunday, but they can still call their practice the next day. You probably want to include all the rotors, and I would suspect you'd want to do the same for staff. One thing to be aware of that's a bit of a bugbear with this: if you have new rotors added on or new staff, you need to update this. Certainly in general practice, that's often a reason why this can be set up and then kind of fall a bit out of use, because new rotors are added, new staff are added, and then reminders aren't sent. When that's done, OK that, and make sure at some point as well soon you close the PC down, so close SystmOne down, so those settings are saved and not lost if someone hot swaps on that PC. Last thing to do is look at your messages. So here, Setup, Users and Policy, Organisation Preferences, and you need to go to Messaging, and you've got Messages. Let's get rid of that now, and Reminders. So you can see here you've got confirmations, and you may well want to automatically send those. That's when they're booked, although I don't think that will work through remote booking, which is probably how most appointments are being booked. The reminder bit, you want to make sure you've got that site name, and then if you have queries, appointment, telephone number, or perhaps better would be, where are we? Just telephone number. That will be the actual branch where the rotor is based at. So if you set that up right, and each branch is sort of related to the practice that's providing those appointments, it'd be the practice that's providing the appointments that would have their number on. You can also do different reminders for children if you want, but that's basically it. And again, OK that to save that. One last final thing to think about doing. There is the option in reporting, miscellaneous reports, SMS details, to run this and see and check that the invites and the reminders are being sent. Again, if you've not done it recently, I'd recommend doing that on your own practice. It's amazing how often these things fall out of use or PCs change and it doesn't get set up properly. Just pick the dates you want and then click Run Report. Hopefully that gives you all you need to get the appointment reminders up and running.